Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to another episode here on the Juice Footage Garage. So I know I have been slacking in dropping content, especially putting this bad boy back together. We started the series, a week, maybe 2 weeks ago, and we did the taking apart video, but we never really continued with putting it back together. And to be entirely honest with you guys, I have been slacking. I have just been procrastinating, and yeah, in my defense, the kiddos got sick, the wife got sick, everybody was finding a little cold. Then I kind of got it, and then I was like, excuse, right? So that was an excuse, right? Everybody got a little cold, and then I was like, came outside, and then my light went out. My Milwaukee, right? This thing right here. Look at this, guys. This light right here, the rocket light by Milwaukee, fairly new, went out. So that was another excuse. Procrastination at its best. Oh, it's dark. I need a light. Went back inside, knowing that I have other lights like those. So then I was like, okay, we'll use those lights. That was a different day. Came back out, and I was like, oh man, how could I put the new parts on there with all this rust? Look at all that. Well, it's not rust. It's more like surface rust. There, you guys can see right there. So then I was like, I have to clean that first, but I don't have paint. Procrastination. Went back inside. So yeah, guys, procrastination is the killer of project cars. If you procrastinate, you will never get the car back together and on the road. So today we stopped the procrastination. So, and all you need to do is to stop the to get some momentum going is 15, 20, 30 minutes a day. Just come out here, nibble, 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 nibble. When you least expect it, the project car is done. So today we're done with excuses. We're gonna get back on the grind. So let's get to work, guys. Let's clean up that rust with those lights. That's all we need to see, and we'll cure some rust, paint it, get it ready for some A-arms, and then we come back and we do the A-arms. Or I could just go inside. It is kind of cold. Alright guys, you see this thing right here? This thing right here? Harbor Freight, a little sponge. You guys gotta get one of these. I highly recommend these. Save your knees now that they don't hurt, because when they hurt, they don't stop hurting. So get yourself one of those little pads. I think they're $3 from Harbor Freight. I got one for my brother the other day, but I don't even think he uses it. But yeah, these things are nice. Alright, let's get back on track. Alright, for today's weapon of choice, we're going to go ahead and use a wire brush, at least to start with. Alright guys, and now we upgrade. Then we switch off to good old manpower. This is what it looks like now, all cleaned up. everything else is pretty fine. Like I said, in here we're just gonna spray it down with some stuff. I'll show you guys that right now in a bit, but I think it came out pretty good. So this is how I'm gonna touch up this little area. I have some leftover POR-15 from when we did the floorboard on the car. Remember how we did a little patch and then we covered it up with POR-15? I have some left over just here. So I'm gonna go through the 3 stages of this stuff. Basically, you have the greaser, then you have this metal prep, and you have the POR-15. So you have to go through all these steps. Basically, you have to, again, not advice, this is just how I'm doing it. You clean out the surface, remove all the rust, remove all the contaminants from the metal, get it as clean as possible, blow it all out, make sure you just have bare metal. Then I'm gonna spray it down with some cleaner degreaser, and then wait for this thing to sit 10 to 15 minutes. Then we're gonna put some metal prep, same thing, 10 to 15 minutes for the best adhesion of POR-15. And if you guys don't know what POR-15, it's like some really good thick paint that you brush onto the metal. Supposedly prevents rust, so I used it on a couple of things and it's pretty good. So yep, like I said guys, I don't want to just put my brand new A-arms knowing that all this is nicely coated except for this little area here. So for in here, see how there's like little holes in here where you can't really get in there, but there's some little surface rust growing in there. I'm gonna go ahead and use this stuff here. It's from Summit Racing Rust Converter. Basically stops corrosion, eliminates rust and prevents future rusting, seals and converts rusted surface into a paintable area. So I'm gonna just spray that in the holes in there, and it should turn the rust into a paintable surface. And then I'm just gonna get like what do you call that, Rust-Oleum, and just cake it on there real good and hope for the best, because I mean I don't know how to get in there, you know. So yep, that's what I'm gonna do. Actually, you know, I'm tired, I'm gonna go back inside. Just kidding. So basically for this, I'll show you guys here. I'm just gonna spray it in there, all up in there. And then anywhere where you see rust, actually, back in there, I don't care, everywhere. I mean, this stuff's not gonna harm anything. Basically just turn whatever surface rust you have into primer, basically. See? So just kind of get that thing in there. Okay, but this one over here, we are gonna do this right. Well, I mean, not saying this is not right, but this is the best we got, or the best idea I could come up with for that. It's not bad, guys. Nothing to, you know, nothing to stress out about. But this, yes. And I don't want to say stressed out like, oh my god, it's like rusting through, because it's not. It's, look at this. This is nice and cherry. I removed all the stuff that was like loose and flaky and stuff. So, you know, it's gonna be nice. Alright guys, and we should really move our caliper more out the way, or get like a bag and cover it. Yeah, let's cover it up with the bag. We should have done that first. Alright, but look, we're gonna let this degreaser, you know, soak in there for 10 to 15 minutes, and then we'll wash it down. You're supposed to rinse it off. So we'll rinse it off and then we'll do the other stuff. But let me go ahead and wipe this down. I got a little bit of overspray on it. This is just a greaser, it's not gonna harm it. And then I'll cover it with the bag. Okay guys, so I did a couple more little adjustments here. As I was waiting for the degreaser to do its work, I covered the caliper, put some rags in it, plastic bag, and same thing for the back. Like that, we're actually ready to apply this paint once we clean this all up. Alright guys, this is just water. Alright, so now we're gonna do the POR-15 metal prep. I'm not gonna get too crazy with this one. I'm just gonna put it where it absolutely needs it. Okay. Alright, that's that one. Now we're gonna let this sit for 10 to 15 minutes, let it do its job. We'll come back, we'll wash it off. It says to not let it dry, so I guess we have to, you know, wait 10 to 15 minutes and make sure it doesn't dry. If it dries, I guess we have to rinse it off faster. But yeah. Alright guys, so I finished prepping both sides. Removed all the loose rust with the wire wheel, degreased it, used that etching metal prep stuff, and washed it really good and dried it. I even took advantage and I mopped my floor. Check that out guys, nice and clean. I am working in a well ventilated area, as you guys can see, and I have my fans going. Got a little fan right here. So yeah, and I got gloves on. POR-15 is pretty dangerous stuff, pretty intense stuff. You should use it carefully with proper PPE, respirator mask. Can't find mine, so I should really use one, but I don't know, I gotta find one. One thing guys is, once you open this can, man, you will not get it to open again. As you guys can see, last time I only needed a little bit, and look at how badly I had to pry this thing open. So only buy what you need, because if you buy the big gallon and you don't finish it and you try to save it, good luck. You are not saving it. I mean, I really struggled to get this can open. I'm gonna use this brush. It comes with a different brush. It comes with like a little spongy brush, but I don't have one, so I'm gonna use this. So hopefully it works okay. But yeah guys, look at that. All right, here's this side. You can see it looks kind of hazy. It turns it into like this little hazy color, but yeah. And like I said guys, I'm not using the appropriate brush, but we'll see how this plays out. This stuff is pretty thin, to be honest. It's thin, but it goes on there good. Look at that. That's nice. Tell me this wasn't worth it, guys. Tell me this was not worth the work that we had to put into it. goodness. Isn't this lovely? I mean, if you're building a car, I mean, you gotta put your heart and soul into it, right? And I know sometimes we don't have all the resources, but you gotta kind of have to work with what you have. And you know, in this case, we don't have the resources to put this thing on a roast to sear like a chicken and sandblast the chassis and paint it, but we could do our best to do the best possible job we can with the resources we have, right? That is nice, guys. I am very pleased with how this is coming out. I am actually a POR-15 fan. I know some people don't like it, but I like it. It looks really good. This stuff is really strong though. You gotta be real careful with this stuff. Tell me this doesn't look good, guys. Don't lie to me, guys. This thing looks fantastic. I could even go ahead and touch this up over here. Alright guys, well I'm done painting it. Came out pretty good actually. I'm pretty impressed. Not to toot my own horn here, but it looks pretty good. Check it out guys. I did make a little bit of a mess on the floor because this stuff, as thick as it looks, it goes on pretty thick. It's actually very like thin. It gets into every little crevice. I actually got some on my hands, which is not good. So I'm gonna go scrub right now really good because I heard that stuff is really bad for you. And it doesn't come off for a long time, so I'm gonna go scrub the hell out of this. I just want to show you guys real quick the final product, and man, would you look at that, guys. I actually went a little overboard. I know I said I was only gonna touch up this area, but it was looking so nice that I just said what the heck. I just did a little even coat across the whole thing. I did 2 coats here, maybe 3. Yeah, I did 3. I did 3 here. And it came out real nice. Check it out guys, this side too. So I got a little sloppy over here. I'm gonna clean that up with brake cleaner right now, so you know it doesn't look sloppy, but I'll clean that up with brake cleaner, and man, that looks good guys. Like I said, I made a bit of a mess, but that's just because I got a little carried away. I even kind of went underneath and kind of touched up everything under the radiator support. Well, I got greedy with it. But on the bright side, guys, it actually looks really good. I think with POR-15, it's all in the prep work, because there's a couple areas where I noticed that like it didn't adhere really good, and I'm like, damn it, maybe I didn't scrub it good enough there. So when using POR-15, probably the most important thing is going to be the prep work, and after that it goes on pretty neat, and it hides any little blemish, anything like that. So pretty cool. Well ventilated area, PPE, safety gloves, a mask, You know, that's important. Couldn't find mine. For entertainment purposes only. And yeah, guys, so it looks really, really good. You want to give it your best, right? You want to do the best that you possibly can. You want to have good intent. You don't want to just kind of half-ass it and do, you know, shit work, right? You want to do the best that you possibly can. Like I said, we don't have all the resources like a big shop would, you know, but we will try to go the extra mile to try to do the best possible job that we can. And this thing, we're not gonna worry about it if we, you know, catch some rain, you know, go over a puddle, you know, wash it. We don't care, because this thing's gonna be really, really nicely protected. And every little crevice, we're gonna spray it with this stuff, and it should be good. It should be a nice driver car that we don't have to worry about, and look good while we're at it. And I think I'm just rambling at this point, but this is the stuff we took off. I have some more stuff coming in. I actually ended up ordering BMR lowering springs, BMR sway bar, and a couple other goodies. This is the CPP gearbox. This is coming up next on the next episode. This is a new joint. I already put it on. But yeah, we'll do that when the paint cures. But yeah, guys, I'm rambling at this point. So another thing, just real quick, the floor cleaned up real easy with this stuff, acetone. Literally just put a little bit on a rag and wiped it clean. So easy to come off right now that it's fresh, right? So not to worry about the floor, guys. I know some of you guys are like, OMG, what about that floor? Handled.